Hi there, Loy Machedo, speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think personal branding. Okay, this is taken from Emirates Leaks, which I suppose is kind of ban in Middle East or UAE. Anyway, be careful if you're checking this website. All right, they obviously will pay attention to who checks this. They can easily find out. Okay, what it says here, the screenshot is here. Irish judge resigns from Dubai courts a few days after his appointment. Now, what actually happened here? Former Chief of Supreme Court of Ireland, Frank Clarke, resigned from his position as a judge in the DIFC court just days after his appointment. Okay, so why? Informed sources told Emirates Leaks that Clarke submitted his resignation after learning about the dire situation of the judiciary in the Emirates and the extent to the security interference in his rulings. Now, that can be a valid reason because when you are a respectable judge with a spectacular record, you have that pride in your work, the integrity, and obviously, no matter how much the money, you don't want people interfering in your work, unless, of course, you are, on a decline phase. The sources indicated that Clarke had received a torrent of criticism from European and international human rights organizations. They are bloody jobless. They'll only focus on international rights violation only with other countries, but not in their own country. Yeah. USA is perfect. Oh, they are great. They'll prepare reports about India. They'll prepare reports about Venezuela, about Russia, evil Russia, and defenders of peace, the Ukrainians, defenders. But if you check what they're doing with Israel and Palestine, Palestinian terrorists, Israeli fighters. Oh, see, you see the wordplay that they have. Okay, so I don't fall into all this bullshit. They are just jobless. Okay, but the very fact that Clarke received this, of course, will pain him because he belongs to this sector, this part of the world, for accepting the work in the Dubai judiciary in light of UAE's black human rights record. Yeah, only UAE is bad. Nobody else is bad, no? Yeah, that's bullshit. UAE is also not perfect, but that doesn't mean other countries are perfect. The appointed Legal Reform Commission head was sworn in as a court judge earlier this week, along with former Chief Justice Peter Kelly. In a statement, Clarke said Ireland and many Irish companies do important business in and with Dubai, and in this context, it is important to have an independent and reliable dispute resolution system available to those companies. However, he said he was concerned that the controversy over his role in Dubai could affect the important work of the Law Reform Commission, which I'm committed to. I'll give you my personal thoughts. What I feel is, see, here's the thing. It's not that he was not aware of UAE's, human rights record or UAE's controversy. You should be stupid to actually think that he didn't know. Oh, all of a sudden he came to know. Today you just need to Google search, man. You get all the answers. I don't think it is this. It is that he discovered. Rather, I think it is the pressure that he faced. The pressure and when people face this kind of backlash, then they chicken out. So for him, he accepted the role because the money was good. And yes, a lot of perks and benefits. UAE would definitely take care of him. But because he received so much of pressure, he couldn't handle it. He's like, oh, sheesh, man, this is not worth it. Okay. So then he says, as a result, he submitted his resignation from his position as a judge in the DIFC courts to the Chief Justice of that court on Sunday. Clarke and Kelly were among the 4 judges sworn in a virtual ceremony on Tuesday in front of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of UAE and ruler of Dubai. The courts are located in Dubai's International Financial Center in the UAE. It was established in 2004 to administer common law and English language jurisdiction, regulate commercial and civil disputes worldwide, and cater to international institutions operating in Dubai and UAE. Clarke retired as a chief judge in October, and the government announced his appointment as chair of the Law Reform Commission on July 12th for a 5-year term. See, let's look at it this way. UAE is at least trying to, be at par with the international standards. I know you'll say, hey, man, you're supporting UAE. Credit should be given where credit is due. UAE doesn't need to do this. They can just get some Sharia judge and some guy from Saudi and do it like you say Allah said this and that's about it. No, UAE is really genuinely trying to make it international, but then you can't expect it to be perfect, man. Come on. All right. You're surprised, right? Roy is supporting UAE. Maybe someone bribed him. Oh, now he's sold. Shut up. This is a problem with you. You want me, the problem with some of you is, You want me only to speak bad. You want me to only attack whatever. Credit should be given where credit is due. You may not like something. That doesn't mean it is false. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it is false. So I'm giving you my point of view. I can be wrong. I can be right. You can tell me. Okay. Clarke retired as a Chief Justice in October, and the government appointed his appointment, announced, as a chair of Law Reform Commission from July 12th for a 5-year term. So he retired Chief Justice, whatever, he finished his jing bang, and then he got another one. So he obviously was like, oh, I'm retired, but now I can get more money. Why not? Evidence gathers about the miserable state of the judiciary in the UAE. Yeah, everything is miserable. And the Human Rights Organization confirms that it is in the pocket of the system without regard to law and justice. Yeah, I'm sure USA is perfect with Guantanamo Bay. They are perfect. They are the international standards. Oh, Europe and UK, they are the gold standard for greatness. Come on, man. Stop it. The Emirati regime, see the words, nice. Emirati regime uses the judiciary to pass its policies based on crushing dissent. This I'll agree, because they have to do it, man. Come on. End of the day, you get all these jokers. Do you want jokers like how there are in USA and Canada? Oh, LGBTQ plus. Oh, today you have to be male, tomorrow female. Oh, a woman can have a penis. Oh, a man can have a vagina. Should you start believing that bullshit? Okay. And freedoms and severe punishment for any public expression on opinion attempts. Yeah, right. You start giving people like in India, you give them cheap internet and free social media, see the mess they cause. The International Center for Justice and Human Rights affirms that the judiciary that responds to the dictates of the authorities and not the law and human rights charters is a partner of violation and has affected activists in UAE, which led to unfair trials and harsh sentences ranging from 10 to 15 years. There is also an element of truth in this. It's not that what they're saying is false. But like I said, if they don't control this, like what happened with Iraq, what happened with Egypt, what happened, these Arab countries, they are not meant to get freedom, because if they get freedom, they will destroy themselves. Okay. Case in point, what? US wanted what? Freedom to the Iraqi people, freedom to the Egyptian people. What happened? Bullshit happened. Trust me, it's better to have a Saddam Hussein, better to have a Mubarak. They might be corrupt, but these people need to be handled with an iron rod, with fear. Only then they listen. It's like having savages, and you're trying to give them equal rights and treat them equally. They'll jump on you like Indians. No, I'm an Indian passport holder. I'm telling you this. Indians, you give them your finger, they'll eat your whole hand. It's like that. Indians, no, they'll sit on the head. That's why Indians, you treat them like Indians, they'll be happy. The minute you treat them equal, or you're equal to me, I'm equal to you, finish. You lose your peace of mind. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts, good, bad, ugly. Do you agree, disagree? I'd love to hear from you, and feel free. And yeah, say, oh, he got bribed. Oh, he got paid extra money. Please bribe me. Please bribe me. Please, if any one of you wants to bribe me, I'm open to be bribed. I'm very happy. I need money, man. Poor man, see, no money to shave also. Okay, having said that, good, bad, ugly, comment down below. This is me signing off. Ciao.